All right, well, thank you guys for joining us for another Help Truth Life short video. We got a little bit of a different one today. Kind of got me on my toes here, wondering what's about to happen. I don't know what we're going to be talking about. So typically we have a theme or something we know we're going to discuss, but we're kind of flying this one blind. So
we've got a theme. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I just don't know the theme.
So the theme I've got and the question I've got is, what is the single biggest piece of advice that you've received that has impacted your life?
Man, it's funny. I don't know that I thought you were going there, but that's good. I do like that question. Single biggest advice. So nothing like initially just stands out right away, like one specific thing. But I've had several men, that have poured into my life, and the goal and the aim is, finding God, finding truth, like putting God first. And then it's funny because I think that's part of it. There was no there's not one direct thing you can really tell, say. But throughout the years, I've had multiple men, my dad being one of them, a really close friend, some pastors that have, just pointed me to that reality. Your pursuit of God is the most important thing you could be doing. Searching to know Him and find Him and see what He's done and what He's doing.
Gotcha. And I think that's great. And please, obviously, when I'm thinking about this, I guess I'm thinking somewhat on the day-to-day.
Okay.
I kind of almost think of that as, as being certainly a pinnacle achievement and or a pinnacle search, like as far as, looking with your relationship with the Creator.
Sure.
But I guess tying that in with, and maybe using that component that you are thinking about with some practical advice on the day-to-day activity of living. Like, would you?
Yeah, I do have a good one.
Apply that.
Well, I have one that I've quoted before in several videos, but wherever you are, be all there. Just that, I think that being present and mindful of what's going on in other people's lives, so that way you can help pour into them and be of value. Life's not just about consuming and gaining and doing everything we can do for ourselves.
Sure.
It's, being mindful. So, years ago when I heard that, man, that just hit my heart,
Right. I will say that you seem to do that very well. And I'll just say that you have a gift of being in the present moment that I believe it's a special thing that a lot of people recognize in you. So I think you have taken that to heart, and I think that you live by that standard or concept really well.
Trying to. It's getting harder with all these distractions, but it's something that definitely years ago when I heard that, it just hit me deep, and I'm like, wow, that is so important.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what about for you? Now that we
something that my dad taught me years ago, and it's something that he has said for his life pretty much, is keep it simple, stupid. And in a way, it sounds like it's a little quip, right? It sounds something like, you can kind of dismiss that. But really, the simplicity of the principle, keep it simple, stupid. I mean, you can call it stupid or call it someone else stupid.
Right.
The point is, really, how often do we complicate things? We complicate relationships with God, with our spouse, with our friends. We complicate them with thoughts that are destructive. We complicate what we eat by getting so lost in the shuffle of some, new diet or new fad that, of course, we all can fall into. I have patients that do it. I do it sometimes. The point is but why can't we just find a way, or why can't we just get back to a point of just simplicity? Keep it simple, stupid. My dad was really good about doing that. He really simplified his life in a way of structuring things to the point where the waves of life didn't overtake him, And a lot of that, I believe, was faith. I'm walking by faith, and I'm ordering my life in a way that I won't allow things to kind of get me off my course.
Wow. Yeah.
So that is a lesson to me because, as we've talked, I am not great at saying no. I'm actually very poor at doing that.
Yeah.
And but I look back in the past. I look back at the things that I've created in my own right, whatever I've been walking through, and simplicity does lend to elegance with that. And so, I think it's a charge to me to really get things simpler and focus more strictly on some small niche things. And so that's just something I'm thinking about. And I think for patients and for people out there, that's an encouragement that, if you have chaos in your life, simplify. What are you eating? What are you thinking? And what are you doing with your body every day? You know, and just simplify to those type things. And again, as Jason's saying, be all where you are right now. I had a conversation on a walk this morning with a teacher at a local school, really nice teacher that I think teaches over at the middle school, and she was outside with her class, and we're talking about how our kids are getting older and like things are happening so quickly. And I brought up that Jimmy Buffett song, The Time Is Now, which is breathe in, breathe out, move on. And recognize that, gosh, living in the moment, which you brought up with your advice. Totally. So, final thoughts?
Man, no, the reason why I think you have a hard time saying no is because, you have a heart to serve and love others, and you want to help everybody you can. But you're right, finding the balance, and sometimes it's challenging, because I was thinking as you were saying that, like, man, Jesus himself had to say no. Like, he actually couldn't, he had to pick and choose who he served and gave his heart to and really poured himself into, So he kind of showed us the example of that. We can still love and really pour into those people's lives.
Absolutely.
And then too, you mentioned it too, like prioritize, like, man, if you want to love your family, love your family. Take the time to do it. Slow down. Don't get distracted by all these things. So take some time and look at what is valuable to you. Think about that and invest in that. Put aside the distractions. Just get rid of those things and focus on what matters.
God bless you guys. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you, man.
And when you are there, be all there.
Yep, wherever you are, be all there.
God bless.
Thank you.